We are live. This is the market update. Bitcoin's approaching 100. Should you FOMO into Bitcoin? Should you FOMO into all altcoins? What will altcoins do once Bitcoin prints 100? Here's a hint. 2025 starts today. Like the new world, this thing I've been talking about where Web3 and we make America on the blockchain again. Bada bing, bada boom, right now. Where should you be? Right here and in our YouTube member area. Immediately following this stream, there will be a redirect to a podcast where we're going to be going over a piece published literally just in time last night. The 2025 roadmap, the Magnificent Seven, and all things GAN related to get you ready for next year. Toby Ward will be joining us on the podcast. The Magnificent Seven and related sectors. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Coming up immediately after that, after this. Now, if you need a roadmap in crypto, subscribe to this channel. Turn on alerts so you know when we're going live. And if the content works for you, hit the like button. Please join either a YouTube member so you can get all these live streams, all these sector reports, all the TA that keeps the portfolios and the sector work alive. We recently hit Ohm. We had hit Solana and Radium way back, right? Come on, visit us. Toby Ward, Ace Sector Analysis, yours truly on TA. There is no better team. We are under the radar. Okay, if you want to know how to join us, very simply, okay, you go to the channel. You go to the channel and you hit the join button. You get emojis next to your name. If you've been with us for a while, hit the emoji button for joining us. There is also Patreon. Patreon.com/unhinged crypto. The GAN report is in the store, right? So if you're an a la carte person, you pay an a la carte price, right? We would love to have you in the member area for $15 a month, but we do have a store, right? It is cheaper to become a member, so come join us. Patreon is our middle tier offering. We are going to rock this today like you don't know, because we have been waiting for this in crypto for a very long time. A very long time, right? They built it in 2017. They built it in 2020. Now they are coming, right? Who are they? Everybody. The Americans, the Chinese, and naturally, you don't want to forget LuxAlgo, right? The LuxAlgo affiliate link is down in the description below, along with all the other links. And there is a special Bill Noble indicator that'll show you when there are 5-wave tops, 5-wave bottoms. Should you wait for a consolidation before entering? Or are there no 5-wave tops? In other words, is it just starting? What do you know? Okay, making a total living with an expanding triangle formation in LuxAlgo. We talked about it yesterday. We can't stop talking about it. The chart service that sells itself, right? It makes live TA possible. We will do that today. We are going to absolutely go off, right? I bull post when it's down, and then I really bull post when it's up. Okay, welcoming members, Joe Mike, a man who's been here from the beginning. Huckleberry Native, welcome, sir. Today's Tech Bites, slamming away. Let's go, Arrow. BRC, welcome to the show. Big Rich in the house. A man who does nothing but buy when it's down. Joseph Green, welcome. Dietz, Indie Rock Crypto, not giving up on Manic, nor should you. Jordan Key is here. Welcome, sir. Richard Barry, first on the stream. Bull Runner, our friends, welcome. Carlos Willimeter, welcome. Cossacks 8, Bypass Barry. Lochez in the house. Lochez, hello. Right? Caroline is here. Welcome. Welcome. Alexandra, a member. Thank you. Felix, right? Dietz, Rave Song Records. Oh my God, look at all these people who are here. Luis, welcome, right? Tendies, Jordan, right? SUI, IMX. We're going to rock it. All right. Let's start off with live TA. By the way, the next level in Solana after 255 is 331. I thought you'd want to know that. It's in the PowerPoint deck. Sometimes I sprinkle in live TA for fun right before we get to the news, which is truly unbelievable. Okay. SUI, bad news today, right? Network problems, right? It's a problem, right? Wrong. Okay, bad news. SUI breaks out of an expanding triangle formation or an accumulation cone from Jesse Livermore. We'll go over it in PowerPoint. I should be sharing screen. Okay. There we have SUI. There we have your accumulation cone, right? Drawn automatically by Luxalgo. You break out, you retest it today on bad news. And then when these things have gone, they have gone. So if you haven't been around and you have not seen this, this is what a Luxalgo accumulation cone does when you break out, right? And this is also in MicroStrategy, which is, you know, seemingly unstoppable and becoming it's almost becoming a meme stock, right? There's your accumulation cone. Boom. This one is on a weekly chart. Gone, right? Taking the lines off. There's Luxalgo. Right? Went to some huge astronomical price. MicroStrategy is a leading indicator for the whole rest of the market, right? He is the influencer now. He is the voice of crypto. It's like BitBoy in a suit, except it's just bigger. I mean, the guy's going to have a daily live show, or the guy's going to be on every podcast you can think of indefinitely, and he's going to pay $100 on his phone. Just as a public service announcement as to why we are here. Our friends in California couldn't pay $18.5 billion in debt, leaving businesses holding the bag. The only way out of a debt problem is to devalue the currency, right? And that's exactly what's happening. Not only are we devaluing the currency, but the current administration is like, oh my God, we need a growth industry. We need this thing to explode. We need to get Bitcoin moving so we can pour into Web3. I said this when it was down to the point where I was absolutely, literally exhausted. Like, you know, the ending of the GAN video looks like this. Okay, that's what it looked like, right? Because you bull post when it's down. Because when it's down, as Toby says, you shop, right? And then when it goes up, you buy more. Because you wave your hands and you just don't care, like Michael Saylor. Whoops, what is this? Oh, yeah, that's Target. That's poor middle America trying to figure out what to do with themselves with inflation. And even though Target cut prices to zero, no one shopped. Now, I'm sure people will feel a little bit better over the holidays, but the Fed needs to get real about job creation, about what needs to happen here. The dollar needs to go lower. That's not happening right now, but it's going to. And if they can't devalue the dollar versus fiat currencies, they're going to devalue it versus something else. Do we happen to know anything that we could, have the dollar go lower and have that thing go up? Do we know? Yeah, I think we know. It's called Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, everything, MOG, everything. Everything. It's all going up. Bitcoin stops short of 100. You're going to see an altcoin rally. We may have to do an emergency live stream tonight at like midnight, the way this looks right now. Okay, Ron Paul, a man toiling in obscurity for years and years and years, an inspiration to me. 1913 was the day that led to our current economic situation. They invented the income tax and the Fed. The income tax made your money their money. Their money is their money, and your money is their money. And then they invented the Fed, which inflated away whatever was left of your money. Okay, so this is garnering attention currently with the next group of Justice League All-Stars. And you know what? The Fed and the Treasury are going to cooperate, or they're going to have cardboard boxes. So you can buy Bitcoin, or you can cooperate with the Strategic Reserve, or you can cooperate with Web3, or whatever Charles Hoskinson wants to do, or you can get another job. That's how it's going to work. That's the art of the deal. Okay, so Gary's gone. And naturally, that's a big moment, right? In other words, no more lawsuits, no more torment, no more whatever. Now, I realize that that's very exciting, but let me ask you something. Who is Gensler taking orders from? Like RFKJ talks about regulatory capture. Who captured the SEC and had them sicked on, Ripple and XRP, a massive banking system plumbing platform unto itself, along with it being fast money? Note that that was the first thing that they went after, right? Who was doing this? Well, I don't know. Jamie Dimon comes to mind. Wall Street types, banks. I mean, who makes the donations? Who runs things? They do, right? Gensler was a college professor who did what he was told. Now, I'm not giving Gensler a pass because he really was an attack dog. But the thing is, when Gensler goes, it's not just Gensler going, it's the regulatory capture that's going. And that's why the market is not priced for that yet. It's not, which is why, even though I've finally figured out how to talk into this microphone, I'm still shouting, because the market is not priced for Web3 made in America without regulatory BS, with Bitcoin being the rising tides that lift all boats. What's the reason for Uncle Sugar to buy Bitcoin? Is it going to solve the debt problem? I doubt it. Could it help back treasuries? Yeah, maybe. It's the rising tide that lifts the boats. It's a reflexivity asset, right? Bitcoin goes up, people feel better, people spend money, people open crypto businesses, crypto companies hire. By the way, can you believe, as an aside, it's in some past live stream that the guys at Ethereum laid people off literally at the low right before the election. Unfortunately, that's classic. But you know what? The Orange Men, that is, Michael Saylor and the Orange Man, want this thing higher, right? In other words, when the U.S. government wants something to happen, I know I say this every day: Normandy landing, moon program, Apollo program, and the Bitcoin program. Somebody called it the Manhattan Project, or we need a Manhattan Project for decentralized AI. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Bitcoin reserve won't solve the debt crisis. You're right, because the only way out of a debt crisis is to devalue the currency. The only way to devalue the currency, it would appear, is to have it fall against Bitcoin and gold, but the faster mechanism is Bitcoin. So get purchasing power into the hands of the people while you organically devalue the currency. Sounds good to me. Senator Lummis calls for the U.S. government to sell gold and buy Bitcoin. Everybody thought this lady was kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. Cringe. Yeah, not anymore. She's now out front on this, practically with laser eyes, just going, oh my God, this is happening. This is happening. I mean, who is going to tell her no? Wall Street? Oh, okay. Their phone's going to ring, and it's going to, or there's going to be a knock at the door, and it's going to be Elon with an explanation about, their future employment with the U.S. government. Blank around and find out. El Salvador's Bitcoin holdings now top $500 million. What's better than Bitcoin going up? I don't know. Bitcoin made in America, Saylor on TV with an orange tie. How about the communists screwing up crypto? The state of Texas would like to graciously thank the Communist Party of China for running Bitcoin and all elements of freedom out of that country so the miners could set up in the great state of Texas. And all of a sudden, the China Supreme Court has reviewed the law and said, Bitcoin's not so bad. We hated it at 16K, but at 98K, it is much, much more attractive. Plus, it's much more attractive. We think we should get involved. By the way, when they do get involved, it's going to be unbelievable. Former head of China's digital currency project has a little bit of a political pickle problem. Whoops. Right? I am now in discussion to introduce strategic reserve legislation for the great state of Texas. Yeah, the states are going to do it too, right? The wealth effect for the federal government is the wealth effect for the states, and everybody is going to want in. The rising tide that lifts all boats is here, right? And then going back to the Chinese, jokes aside, once they get involved, that gambler instinct over there, they got 25% youth unemployment. They don't care. They'll let them go on Phantom. They'll let them make meme coins. They don't care. People like over there, they like to play. Let's get them playing. Let's get the industry going. They need help. Their kids need help. Again, jokes aside, you think these sovereigns are playing around? Everyone thinks this is a joke still. Right? They were selling it yesterday like it was, like it was going out of style. People are like, oh, I wasn't selling yesterday. Oh, I wasn't bearish. Yes, you were. It looked horrible. I understand. That's what I'm here for. That's why you get in the YouTube member area. That's why you listen to Toby Ward. Toby Ward's like, what? Get bearish? Please. Please. Every time I get bearish, big boy, shut up. Michael Saylor's Microstrategy takes Wall Street by storm. Wall Street never met an overvalued, high-powered stock it didn't like, so Microstrategy, I guess, fits in that narrative, right? It's like, oh my God, I got a FOMO in. I had my Patreon group FOMOing into this a year ago, along with every other crypto equity, because as I say every single day, the only way to get huge amounts of Bitcoin a year or two from now is going to be buy a company that holds a bunch of it, or a country, or whatever, right? Countries will merge. Companies could merge. Bitcoin miners, I mean, like if governments need huge amounts of Bitcoin, they're going to have to start buying the miners. Elon's going to knock on the door, goes, we saved a bunch of money, but we'd like to have what you have. So you want to come on and join us and we'll buy you out and you just keep cranking out the Bitcoin? You think I'm kidding, right? M&A, what's that? You're going to find out. Mergers and acquisitions, trust me. I'm surprised it hasn't already started. Microstrategy, up 8%. Michael Saylor's company, volume, the stock more than doubled since we don't know what happened. Yeah, we know what happened. It's called FOMO. It's called the volume in crypto equities goes up to the point where mutual funds can start owning it, right? Mutual funds have rules. Like the stock's got to have so much volume. It's got to have such and such a market cap, right? Then they can start trading it. They're like, well, I don't know if we can do the Bitcoin ETF. What can we do? Well, we can do MicroStrategy. Wow, MicroStrategy's got more volume than NVIDIA. Hey now. Buy it high, sell it higher. Stock Market 101 since 2009. They love it, love it, love it. Bitcoin futures smashed through 100K somewhere on earth. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Michael Saylor is going to come out when this thing prints 100K. He's going to bull post. He's going to announce new positions. Kathy Wood's going to follow. She never met a rally she didn't want to buy into. Leveraged MicroStrategy. Now, okay, so we have the innovators, the imitators. Now we're starting to have the idiots where everyone's like, I want to buy the 3x levered MicroStrategy ETF product so I can be hyper levered. Meanwhile, Bitcoin ETF is still cheap. It's like a $50 a share. Who cares? It's probably going to 100, 75 at least. Ethereum has done nothing. Solana should be at 900. It's at 270, 250. Who cares? Right? I mean, I understand that they're chasing whatever they can get their hands on because people are figuring it out. So I'm not being completely disrespectful. But what I am saying is the whole rest of this market has done nothing. Absolutely nothing. People are chasing whatever they can get their hands on or whatever's in the news media. But MicroStrategy is a leading indicator for the rest of the market, right? First, it was memes, right? Then it was MicroStrategy, right? We're moving from like the speculative area with Phantom as the #1 app in the Milky Way galaxy over into MicroStrategy, then over into the rest of the market. I mean, if the meme price action was wild and the MicroStrategy price action was wild, what's next? You know, why am I wearing a cowboy hat? Why am I trying to tell you, please come to the YouTube member area? I got slides that, I got GAN stuff, right? We got the roadmap in crypto. If you need a roadmap in crypto, the show after this is the podcast. And if you want the 18-minute version, it's sitting there waiting for me. There's a $sign button at the bottom of the chat. People, come on in. Yes, we need to make a living here, but for God's sakes, I'm trying to get everybody involved. Nothing has happened here. It goes down, people say I can't buy it. It goes up, people say I can't buy it. Don't say you can't buy it. Don't. I mean, I know you're not. Like yesterday was kind of funny. I kind of like overstepped. I was like, get serious for my headline. Some guy in Patreon was like, dude, we are serious. I was like, not you, man. Not you. Anybody who hasn't seen it. Right? Anybody who's like uncertain, right? I want you to get involved. Okay, Bitcoin, the most reflexive asset in the world. Financial markets are deeply influenced by human behavior. George Soros famously coined the concept of reflexivity to describe the circular relationship between perception and reality in financial markets. Bitcoin exemplifies this concept more than any other asset. As its price rises, the asset garners increased attention, which leads to further investment, driving prices even higher. Okay, so, before George moved over to the dark side of the force, this was an important contribution to humanity, right? Stocks go up, everyone feels good, everyone goes shopping, stocks go up. Bitcoin goes up, everybody wants to buy, everybody buys a Bitcoin option, Bitcoin goes up. Right? All these mechanisms like the ETF FOMO, the Microstrategy FOMO, this like builds on itself. So we're not talking about all this like down in the mouth debt stuff, although that's all still there. Now we're just having fun solving a problem. And the more it goes up, the more people are going to be interested. The more people are going to discover Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, DeFi, real world assets. I mean, again, people, I keep saying this over and over again, right? Everybody is expecting a pullback, right? Like the media is looking for something to write about it. They can't write, oh, it's going up forever. So now everybody has to say, okay, expect a pullback. 5 reasons why Bitcoin will go down. We'll get into that. People, for God's sakes, don't fall for this bunk. Don't fall for it. This is the breakout for the ages. You suffered through crypto. You suffered through an 8-month range. You've suffered through entire bear markets. You suffered through yesterday or the 2 days where it's like, oh my God, will you please stop it with the red ink? Somebody commented on one of my streams, altcoins do nothing but go down. Now that's true. Some altcoins just, no good, right? Blah. Not having any fun. Cat coins going up. My altcoins not moving. Just remember, the more the frustration, the harder it is to do the trade. Right? This is why I shout into the mic. The harder it is to do the trade, the bigger the move. 2009, no one would touch it. It was the end of civilization as we knew it. 2010, oh my God, it was going to happen again. 2011, oh my God, it was going to happen again. It's up only. They scared you so many times. Like there was one time where it turned and it went down and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to happen all over again. And me and another guy who wrote the same thing, 3 days later, we apologized. The call was so bad. It's never happening to me again, ever. Ever. Right? In other words, once it starts, know it starts by breakouts. Expect a pullback, yeah, at 150K. Or when it's just so wild, it's up 30% in one day. Futures open interest at the CME surpasses whatever, right? Everybody in the macro hedge fund side, everybody in this legacy world, everywhere in this place I used to come from, where I used to walk around in Hong Kong and see skyscrapers and big buildings and banks. And, you can't drive around certain parts of London without driving past this ornate office structure of a giant bank. Right? Giant banks are everywhere. You're in England, you got some time, just get in one of those great taxis and take a ride through the financial district And imagine 20 floors where, and two of those floors has a trading desk where they're all sitting around looking at each other, wondering how we get involved in this. Ride through the banking district in London, right? Walk Wall Street, go by the Morgan Stanley headquarters, go see Goldman downtown. Huge, huge players, huge. So Satoshi Nakamoto is now the 18th richest person in the world. So congratulations to whatever intelligence service that is. I kind of like that it's one notch above the lady that owns Walmart. Ha! Sorry. Chinese court opens the door. Did I mention this already? That these guys are all coming? I don't know how many people they got, but they all going to hit the green button at the same time. Right? This could just get completely insane. These people are going to jump on whatever's moving. Right? I mean, these people, just to give you an example of like doing the wrong trade, what have they been doing in China and India for the last 15 years? Hoarding gold and silver at the retail level. I mean, I'm not saying gold and silver can't go up, but I mean, like, look at the balance. Like, what does retail own in China and India? Gold and silver jewelry or Bitcoin? They don't own it. And what happens when they want to own it? What happens when they're able to own it? I mean, the number of people who need to buy this stuff is unbelievable. Bitcoin miner, people who produce Bitcoin, raise $1 billion to buy more Bitcoin so they can get in before the Chinese buy it all. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, I love these little like Twitter things where you post a giant candle on small moves. Yeah, folks, altcoins got to catch up. So it's going to print 100. It's going to go to 105. It's going to be a wild blow off top. And then 5 seconds after that, it's going to be like the U.S. Olympic relay team, right? One guy sprints out, runs with the baton. That's probably Solana. Then they hand the baton to Ethereum, and then that goes. Then they hand the baton to over to DeFi, and then they hand it to AI, and around the track we go. Right? One sector after another. Unstoppable. Solana at 251. You know what they're going to do with this? They're going to take the 5, and it's a special technical analysis move. You take the 5, and you move it over here, and then you take the 2, and you move it over there. It's called the flip-flop. It's at 251. No, it's at 521, bro. It's just at 250 right now. But really, in the universe, in quantum physics, it probably should be at 521. Solana sees 311 million stablecoin inflows, largest ever. $7 billion came into the crypto ecosystem last week. That's crypto hedge funds. They take the money, they get on chain, they buy whatever they can get that has the most liquidity. Right? You get out your reports. You're like, okay, who's got tech? Who can build Web3? I mean, what can we do? Right? There's Bitcoin, there's memes, there's MicroStrategy. What else we got? What else? Right? What's going to 10x in 5 years, or what's going to 5x next year? How can we get involved? Or what's going to 3x by February? I mean, they did it last year. I mean, last year, Avalanche went from like $8 to $60. Whether that can't happen again, I'm just saying. I mean, there are coins out there. There are big coins that have not been touched yet. The U.S. needs a Manhattan Project. Okay, the Manhattan Project was a giant secret project in the 40s to build a large device that went boom. Very secretive. Very broad-based, right? Very, very big project. U.S. needs a Manhattan Project for artificial intelligence. Okay, so yeah, we need it. The Chinese are ahead on this probably. Silicon Valley kind of owns the process. Do we need decentralized AI? Are those coins going to reveal themselves? Is this going to go beyond GOAT coin? I mean, there are plays out there. You know, some of them are in our attempt at the Magnificent Seven, right? Or are the Dirty Dozen. You know, we got a whole bunch of things in this GAN portfolio thing that we developed. Sector analysis is not investment advice, but it actually breaks sectors down into something palatable. so that you can help make your own decisions. That naturally, that is coming up right after this. Please feel free to FOMO in so we can help you, right? So we can help you make sense of this. I just got here. Let me give you some good information. I've been here for a while. Let me get some good information, right? We got smart people in here. We got T-Bone. We got Loches. We got all the originals. Richard Barry. The people don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years. This is the Manhattan Project of crypto. People, listen. I understand that people in the United States of America are not entirely like cultured, and we don't always think about other cultures. You know, we're cowboys, okay? But when we want to make it in America, when we want to make things like Normandy landings and we want to go to the moon and we put our mind to it and we say, okay, we're doing this. You have not made any money in human history fading what we want to do. Okay. And, you know, the end of America, it's like an over-exaggerated old theme. You know, Ray Dalio can watch the price of Bitcoin and he can watch Michael Saylor's, you know, big green candle. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sick of these crusty hedge fund guys calling for the end of the world. Sick of it. I even went on his LinkedIn and say, you know what, buddy? I'm sick of you. Let's buy Bitcoin. Let's buy MOG. Let's do anything other than sit around and talk about how it's the end. Let's talk about how it's the beginning. How about that? 5 warning signs that Bitcoin price could be about to crash. Okay. Well, you know, Crypto Quant is a really smart group. They have a lot of cool indicators. I have this in the PowerPoint. I'm sure fear, greed is overheating. I'm sure, except if you're in a fundamental shift, right? Barry Silbert eyes BitSensor Network. Okay. Based on Barry's attire, I just assume he's a really smart guy with a lot of money. Investment capital is coming to crypto. Decentralized AI. Remember the guys from Singularity Net? I met them 2 years ago. They went from rock stars to now, you know, I don't know. Their last thing they did at Consensus was like a music theme thing at a local bar that had no air conditioning back in April. Those guys will be back. They will be back. Matter of fact, they never left, right? Decentralized AI, they're going to build it. It's being built right now. Okay, the Microstrategy meme coin, okay, which currently is struggling 70% off of its high, right? Just in case you were wondering about, you know, how things work when you do research, right? So I've been telling people, you know, be very careful with this. This went down 70% off its high. It's on ETH. The only thing that has a bid is the stuff on Solana, blah, blah, blah. But who's following this coin? Who's following this coin? Tyler Durden from Zero Hedge, the crypto dog. And look at this. Mikey likes it. Mike Novogratz following the MicroStrategy meme coin. Can you believe it? Right? What happens when hedge funds get involved in meme coins that they understand? They may not understand squirrels, but they're going to understand something. And if meme coins evolve into something related to celebrities, whether that be finance or whatever, you're going to find Uncle Mike standing down there. Now, maybe it's not that coin. Who cares? All I'm saying is these hedge funds, man, they are out there. And when these things start moving, they are not going to care. They are not going to care, man. Mike has done nothing but grind. He's a wrestler. These guys build and build and build all throughout the crappy price action. Bitcoin marches toward 100K because of, I don't know. Yeah, okay, Bitcoin is marching towards 100K. Yes, you can associate that with the orange man if you want to. Yes, Made in America is, you know, kick-ass, but it's more than that. It's way more than that. We're doing this for humanity, right? This stuff was built for a reason. Now we're just going to use it. SUI network restored after 2-hour outage. Outages and hacks make projects stronger. Solana has outages. Everybody has an outages. ETH has problems. There are hiccups, gas fees, whatever. Whatever network problem they just had, there's a bunch of computer guys. They'll fix it. They'll fix it. Right? So, I mean, again, You get bad news and it doesn't go down. What does that tell you? Bitwise registers for Solana ETF, right? Spot Bitcoin ETF surpasses 100 billion in assets. Is there a theme here? Vitalik buys a social token, a zero knowledge app that allows users to make anonymous posts on Farcasters, up 350% today. You think Vitalik is trying to make a statement here? Oh, I think so. Decentralized social media, decentralized healthcare records. I mean, this is happening. He just told you, right? Like, who's told you? The orange man. Who's told you? The other orange man. Who's told you? Vitalik. You've been told. We've been told. Okay. In contrast, Justin Sun buys a $6 million painting of a banana taped to a wall. All right, folks. Well, you know what? The banana emoji in our YouTube member program is materially cheaper than $6.2 million, and you get to use it every day. Okay? So, you need a banana. I don't know. I got a banana. Feel free, everybody in the chat, to hit the banana emoji to show everybody how cool it is. Polkadot 2.0, the rebirth of a network. There's a proposal in Polkadot, supposedly, where some influencer is trying to put a proposal together to get a whole bunch of Polkadot to promote it for, like, I don't know. I saw something that's like $300,000. I don't even know if it's true or not. A reputable guy talked about it, but folks, what happens if the phone rings over a Team Polkadot and it's Orange Man on line 1 or Elon on line 1 when they figure out what this thing can actually do? Right. I worked at a company that had people who could do code reviews. They could look at the blockchain code. These guys found Aave way before anybody else. I mean, this one guy, I mean, he used to work for Goldman. I mean, he was the top of the pyramid. Polkadot was the highest rated tech score of anything that company had ever reviewed to date. And you don't think this can come back? You don't think they're going to build Web3 even if it doesn't come back, right? One of these coins that they were designed to build stuff on will come back. RuneSwap is live and the Bitcoin meme coin craze begins. Can't wait until they do DeFi on Bitcoin. Okay, DGen, right? The social token meme coin now on Coinbase. Not sure what happened to my chart here, but I'm pretty sure that DGen retraced close to 62% of its recent up move. There we go. Okay. So when you hold the 62% retracement of a big move, that's usually a good sign. This is DGen, a 4-hour chart. You got to start asking yourself, DGen is also associated with Farcaster. Again, you've been told by Vitalik. You have been told. Microstrategy meme coin not having any fun, but it is down 70% from its high. This will be a test for this meme coin, and you have done well in the past. Again, please don't do things and get wrecked. Don't. Okay, so this is in Andrew Tate's wallet, all 4-hour chart. Again, very low market cap, just a speculative idea so you can see what happens in meme coins. I don't know. Let's just look at this decline and see what they give you, right? These little meme coins, what do they do? I don't know. The new 50, 40%, right? They do these 50% drops. Lately, it's been 50. They do 50% drops and then they turn around and go up. Or they do 70% drops. We'll see if that works with MicroStrategy. The Gensler meme coins are moving. And some kid did a meme coin, pulled the liquidity, made fun of everybody on social media, and then Twitter turned around and mooned the coin. Now, of course, this is, the world of Solana and meme coins. It's, yeah. And he was rather unhappy about this. Just a minor reminder in markets, try to stay as humble as you can. There's aggressive, right? There's convicted, right? There's the innovator, the imitator, and then the idiot, right? Be an innovator, be an imitator, buy breakouts, right? You get distracted by all this stupid stuff. What happens? Nothing good. Nothing good. Ron smashing on that banana emoji. Okay, member requests, rocking it. Rocking it. Okay, don't forget to share the screen. Don't forget to share the screen. It's like a new thing. Don't forget to share the screen. It's like, you know, it's like I got to put a jar every time I don't share the screen. I got to like put $1 in or something. All right. We got a banana, says says Joseph Green. Okay. I am getting to the member requests. Arrow is an obsession. Okay, just a reminder, Arrow on a weekly chart after the Coinbase listing. Okay. Arrow, just weekly, just for a bigger picture, for a change of pace, is sitting at equilibrium at $1.20, and premium is not up here until $2.40. I mean, there's just no reason why this shouldn't go up because no one's discovered the base network yet. No one. And once again, in Arrow, right, if you look at the daily chart, what do we have? Class. Do we have here at Luxalgo University? What do we have? We have a Jesse Livermore accumulation cone, right? We have a 5-wave top, right? Which meant you didn't FOMO in like a couple days ago, but you've got a correction, and it traded horrible yesterday, as it does during all corrections. Hits the bottom of the line, which everyone can now see. And if it takes out this zone around $1.65, it's going to go full MicroStrategy. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it, right? Feel free to check out these Lux Algo indicators. I am going to go off. I may be streaming on Thanksgiving Day, trying to explain to people that this stuff has changed everything. Has absolutely changed everything, right? It's like giving me some sort of like computerized trading system like DeMark, right? Except it does a lot of cool things and it's easier to explain. Wait, XRP is up 10% today? I thought XRP was dead. Oh, God. How did XRP get up 10% today with Gary with a box? Oh, people, just, forget about this. This is unbelievable, right? Fibonacci circle analysis from back in the day of XRP long-term price predictions. You got $1.83, and I've got this in the PowerPoint. You're not going to believe what's in the PowerPoint. Joseph Green noting that Bitcoin's at 99K. Maybe it can hit 100K while we're on one of our streams. It's just, the whole thing is just crazy banana pants. I mean, when Bitcoin hits what it hits, it's just going to be gone. SUI, we did. IMX. Okay. Gaming is next. We were looking at Nakamoto gaming the other day on the member stream, right? IMX weekly. What's it done? Nothing. Nothing. There are whole chunks of this market that have done absolutely nothing. This downward sloping wedge, right, in IMX, Lux Algo is drawing these things everywhere. It's out of balance zone, so there's nothing like, there's nothing about it. Gaming is going to onboard a lot of people. It's a Toby Ward thing. It's going to happen. It's going to be epic. Pick your gaming coin. Do the best you can. These things start breaking out, buy breakouts, right? If you've been holding on to this, there's no reason to give up at all. At all. My coin hasn't rallied yet. You know what? You can say anything to yourself other than that, right? Because people's coins don't go up. They blame themselves. They get down. Trust me, it happens to me. I'm bull posting. I'm like screaming. I'm making thumbnails. I'm drawing stuff. It's happening to everybody. I just don't want it to happen to you. I don't want it to happen to you because I care about what happens to people. This is why we do. That's why I'm doing all this. That's why the Eagle King is here. That's why Toby's here, right? SEI Accumulation Cone. What's an accumulation cone? I don't know. I got like 10 minutes to do PowerPoint. All right. Well, maybe we'll have to do PowerPoint somewhere else. We got member requests pouring in here. Okay. I think we're moving into an era where we're going to wind up with like 2-hour streams. Like literally. Okay. Pepe. What is Pepe? It's leveraged ETH. You know, the day that Pepe wakes up, I don't know, man. Like there's your accumulation cone in Pepe. You know, nobody particularly interested. I mean, obviously it's gone up a lot. Right? If you look at a weekly chart of Pepe, if it attacks these lines, like Lux Algo draws these lines that, you know, it's like reach for the stars. You know, Pepe can go up another 42%. Who's going to stop this stuff? Who's going to stop it? Right? Who is going to stop it? Scale. Another Coinbase coin. Weekly chart sitting on the discount zone. What has this done? Nothing. What's there? Oh, just a giant accumulation cone. Like this whole consolidation. If I get to the PowerPoint, we were talking about like what's going on with this. You got a little resistance at 0.054, but you know, it breaks out. Lux Algo puts a shelf underneath it. Boom, gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the fundamentals of this, but if it's traded on Coinbase, don't mess with it because it could just go. Okay. Alien base. So this was hot. This was hot. Goes to the premium zone, comes back down to the balance zone, and then smokes to the upside. Most streamers do 2 hours now. Welcome to it. That's what we're doing. This is where it's going. Right? Welcome to it. I can remember the day where we couldn't do anything. Like there was nothing. There was nothing to talk about. Eagle King's like, bro, you got to go live. I'm like, I don't want to. Now it's like, forget about it. Forget about it. It's like live all day. I don't know, man. What's going to stop Algorand? What's going to stop this? You know, it's like, I don't know. I saw Wendy O like partnership with Algorand and Hedera. Yeah, man. Look at this weekly chart. You know, it's like making this like, I don't know, again, one of these cones. It's a little strange looking, right? Algorand gets the huge Lux Algo buy signal. And then, of course, there's this chart. I mean, like, you know, do I need to chart this? The bigger the base, the higher in the space. That's it. I mean, we do need to chart it, right? But I mean, you know, again, it's unstoppable. PowerPoint. I have 8 minutes to do PowerPoint before we're jumping over to the member stream, which again, people, you kind of have to be in because if you want to know the GAN work behind all this, because when you hear the GAN work behind all this, if you haven't organized your portfolio yet, or you don't think Polkadot is worth the second look, really, maybe you should take a look. 5 warning signs that Bitcoin price could be about to crash. I got a better idea. How about 5 reasons why Bitcoin could do a reverse crash? XRP monthly. Gee, equilibrium, $1.80, premium, $3.25. You know, you realize they did it all in 1 month last time. This was 2017. They did it all in 1 month. They did it all in 1 month last time with BitBoy. They've been giving up on this for 5 years. That could change. This is money, right? Bitcoin Cash is up today. I never even got there. Richard Barry's a big Bitcoin Cash guy. I bet if you tune in on his Twitter, right, yeah, he's probably going to be all over it with, you know, 100x leveraged, just wild man cowboy stuff, right? He's good at that. You should check it out. Bitcoin Cash, man, he loves that. You know, what kind of money you got out there these days? Litecoin dropped out and became a meme coin at the end of, you know, a little late. And what's money now? What do you got? You got Bitcoin, you got XRP, You know, you can pay with Solana, maybe. And you got Bitcoin Cash. The general public's going to go on Coinbase like, oh, look, it's orange Bitcoin for $99,000 a coin or green Bitcoin for $450. Oh my God, I can get 2 green Bitcoins? Retail is here. Okay, above 255, your levels in Solana are, drum roll, 333, 331, 528, and your Fibonacci extension work, your 2021 analysis is back, 923. What's $200 a coin what's $200 a coin between friends in Solana? Right? They put this in an ETF. Everything that the validators sell to provide you with free meme coin trading is going to get sucked up by this ETF. So there's no more Bitcoin. There's no more Solana. And just somebody please build something on ETH. Somebody do something in ETH. There's got to be something it can do. And if there is, it's going up a lot. A lot. Because if you have Bitcoin, Solana, and SUI and all these coins moving up, then that brings in the cross-chain narrative. Okay, as a reminder, Bitcoin is going to hit 105. Everyone thought I was crazy. They're going to do it this week or next week or Sunday or Saturday. Oh my God, these Bitcoin options traders, these guys who have to trade these options, who have to do all this hedging and all this stuff, man. The bell goes ding, ding. The Bitcoin ETF closes and the crypto bros just go to ramming speed. That's what I would do. Bitcoin breaking out of an alligator mouth on an 89-minute chart. Bitcoin trying to get back inside of one of these accumulation cones, doing like a reclaim. Bitcoin reclaims. This could go to 105, and then it could go MicroStrategy. Toby Ward said no one's going to take profits in Bitcoin until it's absurdly above 100. What level is that? I don't know, man. But if you fade this thing, if you doubt what can happen here, you're gonna be in trouble. ETH breaking out on a 4-hour basis, right? ETH versus Bitcoin. You know, do you realize that the only thing that's happened as of the putting together of this deck in ETH versus Bitcoin is ETH just unwound the underperformance this week alone. Imagine if somebody built something on ETH or something happened where there was a positive catalyst, or if next week they dropped it and there was a 13 signal and they started buying it again. You know, the volcano that erupts if ETH follows all this other stuff. Here's your downward sloping wedge in ETH on a daily chart on Lux Algo. Wonderful false breakout, you know, near the apex of the triangle. Everybody, oh my God, look at the people packing it in here, right? Everybody just said, yep, I don't want it. ETH versus Bitcoin. I'm done. Everybody out. Total crypto market cap without Bitcoin. Support shelf, support shelf. I think you get the point. Okay, there may be stuff I have not done. There may be people I have not said hello to. Hello to you. Hello to members. Hello to Moon Sector 7, right? CLOS. SNX is waking up. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, we got a request. Pepe on base. All right, you guys got to put the contract addresses in the thing. I cannot get there. All right, I'm sure Pepe base is having fun. I will chart it. I will do it next time. In the meantime, I got to get over to the member stream. GAN. Yes, you GAN. Ha ha. The 2025 roadmap starts in 7 minutes. We'll see you there.